All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 90 Wolf.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, Foxtrot.
55, Mike 55.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That completes Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You draw Horford. Undercurrent. Hey, Delta.
Back. Alert 3.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Just like that.
Now the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Desmond King making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check 4, check 4. Ready, 9. Check 3. Bristol and Travis.
To throw his car. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Raiders. Down. You ready?
Right there. 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
56. Check it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in This first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
What now? 180. You're mine. There you go. 49 to Mike. Hey, wahoo! 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, watch that. Check 43.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Eckler. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
'53's the mic. 50.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Quick. Safe.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw again on second down. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball, it got pushed forward. Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20, and that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. Little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running on first down, Eckler. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You can't stop me. Monday, down.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 185.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
On the double. General West.
Check back. Touch move. Rush in. Jack.
Go.
On first down, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
55 to Mike. Here we go.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Then caught by Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You must be true. Express. Mike 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
7:34. Hey, exit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Raider 2.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback listing.
And the Raiders have got him. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert has got it to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Eckler. And an alley run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Let's go. Blue draw Porter. Mike 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man up.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Look, squeeze, hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Come on. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Shoot.
Big Ed.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53. Hey, we got to get to the ball side.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run for the Chargers. They're able to widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
First down, Raiders.
Mike, 49. Tackles. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Back to throw. Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Express. Hey, wahoo!
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the home team here, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide on